Well, hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I'm going to shut my chat so I can just pay attention to us and get this rolling. So, you are in the right place at the right time. This is called Earn More Income Without More Classes or Clients. So, no matter what your position is in the fitness industry, if you're new and getting into it, if you're currently teaching 20 classes a week or training clients, you own a gym, you teach yoga, Pilates, train boot camps, or anything in between, I'm telling you, this is a great way to grow your career and earn more income without more time on your schedule. Sometimes I like to describe this to fit pros is a very simple concept of I want to help you earn more and stress less. I just like the concept of that. So many of us wear so many different hats, whether you are a parent, a spouse, a trainer, an instructor, maybe you're also a caretaker, a teacher. We wear so many different hats that in this hat, in the fitness profession, I want to help you earn more and stress less. So today I'm going to have a chance in just a little bit to bring on two of my friends in the industry, Libby Burkhalter and Rebecca Garrity. We're going to share our stories and our successes with online coaching. We're going to tell you how we got started, what we do, what we earn, who we help, and really break it down for you. But before I bring them on the line, I just want you to know what this partnership looks like to coach online, what it is and what it isn't. And I want you to feel confident going into this that there's no big pitch at the end. I like to share the story that I signed up, as many of you probably have too, off of one of those Instagram ads to do a webinar about social media advertising. And I sat through an entire hour-long webinar. And the ask at the end was to get on a one-on-one phone call. And I was like, oh, that's so funny. That's what I do on my webinars. I love getting on one-on-one phone calls. Now, the difference is I had to go through an entire phone call to find out that what the offer was $10,000 to access a training that I was going to end up implementing on my own. If I'd known the offer, I probably wouldn't have gotten on the webinar and I probably wouldn't have done the one-on-one call. So I want you to know that I'm not doing that to you today. The offer is really simple. The offer is, do you want to add extra revenue, supplemental revenue, or significant revenue to your current life? And do you want to do that in fitness? Do you want to do that in a way that you help more people, reach more people, earn more revenue from home, from your computer, or from your phone? And the offer, the big ask is really, do you want to work with us? The cost is so minimal that sometimes people don't see the actual earning potential because you're not buying a new studio. You're not buying into overhead, employees. You're not buying into insurance plans and equipment. You're simply buying an online business that's very inexpensive. So the big ask at the end is, do you want to do this with us? If so, it's $99 to start. That's it. No strings attached. It's $99. That gives you your own program, your own product to check out, and it sets your business up for you. From there, the big ask is that it's $15.95 a month to keep that online business going. I'll tell you in a little bit what that includes, but we're talking less than the cost of a yoga mat. You have an online business going. So sometimes I just want to open the present at the beginning and tell you that's the big ask. So what I want you to listen for here today is, does this excite you? Does this sound like it could fit you? I can't teach you everything about online coaching or my partnership with BODi, formerly Beachbody. This isn't a teaching webinar where I'm going to give you every detail of what I do. What I want you to listen for is, does that sound interesting to me? Does that fit me? If so, I promise that we'll show you the way. So there's three main goals for the webinar for me today. I want you to see the possibility. I want you to see the plan. And I want you to see the path to earn. So let me break those down a little bit. What's the possibility? Well, I want you to hear from me and from two other fitness professionals who've partnered with BODi like I have to improve their revenues and their reach. Those are two just really simple things to think about today. Do you want more revenue in fitness and wellness? Do you want to reach people that maybe you're not reaching right now? That's the question. I want you to have a very simple understanding of this online business model. We get people on programs and products that fit them. We support them and offer accountability. That's truly the business model. We refer people to BODi fitness and nutrition programs that fit them. We offer support and accountability. That's what the online business model looks like. Now you can scale that, you can 10x that, you can do all kinds of things with that, but that's a very simple model. We can help clients from anywhere, and I'm going to show you inside and show you what that looks like. We're going to teach you the details when you say yes. I want you to know, I want you to think about, does this idea sound good to you? Does it fit you? Number two, I want you to understand the plan. I want you to see how using BODi workouts, nutritional plans, or supplements can fill the gaps in what you currently do. That's just an easy way to think about this. What are the gaps? Do you offer high-end, high-energy boot camps and strength training, but you don't have any recovery programs? Do you offer tons of fitness options, but you don't have any nutritional plans for people to follow? And that's outside your current scope. Do you offer all mind body classes and you want to be able to fill in the gaps with some cardio and strength? There's so many. Do you offer only live right now? Well, then that's the big one. Let's fill in the gap and offer virtual and online. So you're going to be a little detective here today and figure out what gaps do you have in your current business and how can you use BODi programs and products like I have to fill in those gaps. So we use their fitness programs that we choose to use, whether it's strength, cardio, flexibility classes, meditation classes, or anything in between. We use their nutritional plans that are curated and created by registered dietitians, and we use their high quality supplements. We add our own accountability, creativity, coaching, and support. So we get to kind of take the fun role in this job. In this role, we're not the ones writing all the workouts, writing all the grocery lists. We're not the ones writing out their food plans. We're providing high quality, professional grade workouts and food plans and supplements that we choose, and we add ourselves to it. We're the missing ingredient. If you're new to the industry, I know we have a lot of people who registered for this webinar today, and I bet some are looking to get into the industry. Maybe you've gotten your personal trainer, you were a personal trainer and you stopped during the pandemic, you want to step back in. Maybe you owned a studio that closed or you worked at a studio that closed. This is such a great way to start fresh, to get started on a simple path. And the third thing, I want you to see the path to earn. Right? If you're going to take the time to invest in something new, I want you to get paid for your valuable time. Gone are the days that we're in fitness just to help people and maybe to pay for our own workout shoes. It is not only admirable, it's required that you actually make a living and make money in this industry. Prevention is critical, and we should earn our worth in this industry. So we want you to start earning money in your first 30 days without adding more clients, classes, time away, or any burnout. That's sounding good to me. So kind of what's a core offer? What would it look like if you got started, right? Well, you'd get this package that my friend Mary got. So Mary is a trainer in the Baltimore market, and she recently signed up with me to do this same exact partnership. So she's getting started by helping people in her life do a 30-day strength training program in October. Now, Mary could lead those classes herself, right? Look at her, she's tough. She teaches all kinds of classes locally at a gym and a community college. She teaches strength training, aqua fitness. The woman knows fitness inside and out. She's actually a professor at a local community college and teaches health and fitness, teaches exercise physiology. She's entirely capable of doing it all on her own. But what Mary realized was that by partnering with another fitness company, you don't have to do it all on your own. You can help people who aren't in your class. You can help people who used to take your classes. You can help people who live outside your zip code. So Mary's getting started right now, and this is what I'm having her do. She's inviting people in her life to spend just $99 to work with her for a month. For that month, they're going to get set up for success. They're going to have an entire month of BODi's fitness platform called BODi. It is hundreds of programs, not just individual workouts that you're trying to ad hoc put together. We're not sending somebody to YouTube and tell them to figure it out. We're sending somebody to a start and finish workout program that progresses, right? That's created with the customer experience in mind. So she is helping people in her life pick a strength training program at their level, some very low impact beginner workouts to more high energy, high intense advanced workouts. She's helping somebody pick a strength training workout. They're going to get to try 20 servings of BODi's high grade nutritional product called Shakeology. Now, if you've been in the industry for a while, I'm sure you've heard of Shakeology. It has been on the market for 14 years, 15 actually this year. It is a high-end, professionally grade, all natural ingredients. There's no added colors or sugars. There's no added, there's no junk is really the easiest way I say it. There's no soy, there's no gluten, there's no dairy. You can get a vegan formulation, 70 ingredients, whole food ingredients that supplement people's nutrition. It's not a diet shake. None of us in the industry want to get behind that. And it's not just a protein shake. It has high quality plant-based protein in it, but it's not a protein shake. It's a protein shake with 70 whole food ingredients, fruits, vegetables, things that deliver probiotics, prebiotics, digestive enzymes, vitamins, minerals, and so many things that our clients and ourselves could use in our body. So it's like a multivitamin in a meal. They're going to get 20 servings of that, as well as an entire month of BODi workouts, and they're going to get her support for an entire month. They get all that for just $99. And Mary gets a commission on that from the company. She earns a commission on that to take care of those people she invited. So that is kind of a core offer from BODi and something that you can tangibly look at and say, could I get 5 people in my life from anywhere in the country started on a program in October? Could I hold them accountable? Could I help them get results using BODi workouts and nutrition instead of always doing my own? And that's a question for you to think about. So what kind of results do people get on these programs? Okay, hold on, Trina, let me go back. There we go. Okay, well, they get real results. They get real results with a money back guarantee. BODi has a money back guarantee because they know that their products work. So I grabbed these pictures from 3 of my friends who posted these results pictures just this month. These were current pictures just this month of women I work with. That's Brianna, Maria, and Stacy. Now I'm in the great state of Michigan, and these are 3 Michiganders, and I wanted to share their results with you. These are 3 women. They're all moms. One's a stay-at-home mom. One works out of the house, and one is a former ER nurse, now home with her kids. They all got started on BODi programs within the past 2 years, all for different reasons. One, because her gym shut down during the pandemic and she started doing at-home workouts. The others got started because they had health issues they were trying to tackle, and they got started on BODi products. They use BODi nutrition, they use BODi fitness, and now they've expanded and they do other things. One of them's training for a half marathon. They have kind of fallen in love with fitness, but it started, and these results came from using BODi fitness and nutrition. What does it look like to get people results? Sometimes an easy way for me to show you the simplicity of this business model is just really show you inside one of my own groups. I took some screenshots today of women around the country who I'm currently working with who are checking in on their results. So there is Jen and Kaylee, and then myself, there's Brooke and Carrie and Molly. Now, I know these women from all different areas of my life. One I went to high school with, one is a friend of a friend, one is a former client at my gym who moved, one was a Group X instructor when I first started Group X 30 years ago in a different town. So these are women from all different parts of my life who know what I do. And we gathered in this group to do 30 days of strength training together. So it's 30 days of strength training along with those vegan shakes, and we check in. And I want you to see the great results these women get. Brooke in the middle commented that she's lost 12 pounds. She's in her 2nd month of doing this with me. She lost 12 pounds since starting this. She had moved to a new town. She didn't have any fitness friends there. She hadn't found a gym. She started doing this program at home and fell in love with this routine. So these are women getting real results doing this. All we do is check in with each other every day, Monday through Friday, on our workouts, our water, our shakes. You can do this in a simple text thread. You can do this in a simple Facebook Messenger. You can use a Facebook group, or BODi has a very professional app. If you want to be off of social media or off of iMessage altogether, you can run these accountability groups right in their app for no extra fee. So what would saying yes look like? If this sounds good to you, if you feel like I could add some extra money to my life by helping some friends and family get going on some programs and products, what would saying yes look like? Well, here are two women on our team who've said yes recently. This is Heather and Erin. Heather's in Florida and Erin is in Texas, both fitness professionals. And Erin is now home with her daughter and works part-time. And Heather works at a gym and also does this from home. So what would saying yes look like? Well, you'd start earning money by serving. There's really three groups of people we want to help you identify. Do you have existing clients who could use some help on their off days or help with nutrition? Do you have past clients that now you're no longer serving and therefore no longer earning from? People who've moved or their schedules have changed? Do you have new clients, people you'd like to work with outside your area that have always said, man, I'd love to work with you, but you're 2 states away? These are 3 different buckets of clients that we want to help you identify when you get started. What would it look like to say yes? It costs you $99 to start. BODi started this new $99 bundle today. If you're watching the webinar live with me on September 21st, I started it today. If you're catching this recording later, you're so lucky. It's off and running. So for just $99, you're going to get your own month of BODi's incredible platform. It's really like the Netflix of fitness. It is any program: yoga, Pilates, flexibility, mobility, cardio, strength at all different levels, low impact. There's all different programs for you to pick from for you and for your clients. You get a month of their workouts, you get a month of that nutritional product, you get access to all 3 of their food plans. You get your own online business set up for you. From there, your ongoing cost is $15.95 a month. Now, if you've ever been in any other role in this fitness industry, you know that we spend more than that on a yoga mat. I own a health club. It probably costs me $15.95 every 15 minutes, right? Just the overhead of most fitness businesses is crushing, and this one is not. You have the ability to stay on programs and products yourself, and it's savings as well. You're going to get free mentoring from other fit pros. That is one of the biggest perks of doing this. You don't have to be in this industry alone. It can be hard to navigate on your own. And you don't have to wait to just go to one annual convention, sit in one room and hope to get the business idea that you need. You're going to get ongoing mentoring from me and people just like you on a regular basis. You'll be able to network with people to learn and grow with. And I really do think that that's priceless. And you're joining one of the top fitness teams, one of the top coaching teams in the entire country. Our team has been rated in the top of the company for 11 years straight. What else would saying yes look like? It would be one-on-one calls and small group strategy Zooms with me and some of my teammates. You're not figuring this out alone. You're going to get a chance to test out the products yourself. You're going to get a very simple BODi business plan that I have just a quick screenshot up there for you. I use these BODi business plans with clients all the time. In fact, here's one on my desk that I was using this morning with a new client, right? So we're not guessing how to do this. There's not some, it's not vague and you're not figuring it out on your own. I'm going to take you through the steps of how do you do this business quickly and efficiently, and how do you start getting paid to help people? And then lastly, you're going to earn new revenues in your first 30 days. I also like to point out, what are we not doing? This matters to me just as much, to be honest. There's no complicated training. There's no funnel that you have to set up in this business. There's no website that you have to create. This is all done for you. All the apps, all the websites, all the sales tools, everything's created for you. There's no course to complete. There's a lot of courses being sold right now across the industry. There's no course to complete. So this could really be the easiest investment that you have made in your business. I want to show you just a couple success stories from past webinars so you see the possibility for you, from little to big, depending on how much time and energy you want to give this and what your goals are. Jen McAmer is a really busy woman, one of the busiest women I've met. She is the CEO of a local manufacturing company. So she's full-time job outside of fitness. But in addition to that, she owns a small studio in upstate New York where she teaches Group X classes in the morning. She's a mom of 2 college kids and a wife. She started this on a webinar in November of 2022. She has done this very part-time, just helping some people in her life get on programs and products, and added about an extra $250 a month of supplemental income. Over that time, she's helped about 30 different people get started on programs, little and big. Kelly Lind has been doing this a bit longer. She started in January 2021, also from a webinar. She lives in New Jersey. She's a health club manager, so in the industry full time. She's also a Group X instructor, a mom and stepmom to 5 boys, and a wife. Kelly doesn't have a lot of time on her hands, but she has a goal of supplemental and eventually significant income in this business. She has $22,000 in earnings to date, which is about $10,000 per year in supplemental income. She's helped about 68 BODi clients and 12 teammates. She helped people get started on a lifting program. So those are 2 other women who I've worked with. And I was just, Josh is going to drop in the chat a link to, if you know you're going to want a strategy Zoom and you're going to want to learn how this uniquely fits you, you're going to have a chance. It's kind of first come, first serve on my calendar. You're going to have a chance to meet with me one-on-one. We're going to talk about your business, your life, and your goals, and I'll see if I can help create a plan that fits you. These are just applications that I'm working through from our last webinar. These are also people that are getting started. This seems to be a really good fit for people in the industry. It's a very simple application to fill out. We get on a call together and I get you going. So with that, I am going to bring my friends Libby and Rebecca on the line for me. Great, I see you. And I see the chat's been bubbling. So hello, everybody. Hello, Heather and Kelly and Angela. So nice to see people here. And then Josh dropped that link for us, so I appreciate that. There's other fitness professionals on my team, including Rebecca and Libby, who are here today. And if that's the person that invited you and that's the person you're working with, that's who you'll do your one-on-one with, of course. So let's get rolling. Let me just ask, Libby, do you want to do a quick introduction of who you are, who you are in the fitness industry, just a little bit of background where you live?
Okay, great. Thanks so much, Trina. I'm glad to be here with you, everyone. So I'm Libby Burkhalter. I live in Shreveport, Louisiana. I've been married for 39 years and have 2 grown children and a new granddaughter. And so I've been in the fitness industry really my whole career. I've been a little bit of every hat you could wear. I've worn a little bit of everything. So from a studio owner to a group exercise instructor, personal training, I've run boot camps, done corporate wellness programs, been a director of an aerobics program at a wellness center. So I've enjoyed all aspects of fitness. And I have loved being a part of each one of those areas. But as I got older, I needed to find some other options to help serve my passion without wearing and tearing up my body so much. So I feel like this is just such an exciting platform to be a part of. And I'm so glad to be here and share with you guys today.
Awesome. Rebecca, why don't you do your intro? I'll do my intro about the industry, and then we'll talk about why we all joined BODi.
Awesome. Well, thanks for having me today. I'm Rebecca Garrity Pinto. I'm in San Diego, California. I've got 2 kids. Ethan's 8, Stella just turned 5. I have a husband. I often forget about Travis, but he's a part of my life too. And I've been teaching group fitness since I was in college, right? Movement to the beat, I absolutely loved, and I have been teaching for the last 20 years and made a career out of it. I've worked at Les Mills, running their events as a trainer, as a presenter, teaching group fitness at 24-hour fitness, as well as spending a decade at IDEA Health and Fitness, including at the end running Idea World.
Rebecca has definitely worn, both these women have worn a lot of hats in the industry. And I think that's so fun for the listeners right now to hear that people, trainers, instructors, studio owners, idea consultants, everybody, that this can fit. I shared with you a lot about what we're going to talk about today, and I'm holding my introduction until now when the other ladies introduced. If we haven't met before, my name is Trina Gray and I live in Northern Michigan. I own 2 health clubs here, Bay Athletic Club and Bay Urban Fitness. Those are going on 18 years of being a gym owner. I started teaching group fitness in college like Rebecca. I've taught pretty much every format in the planet, and started with just high-low aerobics, thankfully progressed into cycling, Pilates, strength. I've done all different formats. I opened my gym, like I said, 18 years ago. I've been involved in corporate wellness, created my own corporate wellness program. But one of the best moves I ever made was 15 years ago when a friend of mine, also a fellow group fitness instructor, said, hey, there's this company then called BODi, now BODi. They're opening their doors to people like us, people who genuinely love health and fitness and want to help more people. We're going to get paid to help people use their programs and products and get great results. I was busy as heck in life at the time with two little kids under the age of 2 in a brand new health club. And I said yes. And it was one of the best yeses I ever made. I saw the potential early on to expand my revenue and expand my reach. And it served me very well for the past 15 years. And I love paying it forward. I've been the Idea Fitness Leader of the Year. I've been the URSA Community Service Leader of the Year. And I've been the BODi CEO of the Year. So I love business. I love the business of fitness, and I love teaching it to others. Libby, what prompted you to say yes to this opportunity to partner with BODi?
Well, fortunately, I met Trina a number of years ago at an IDEA conference, and I was at a point in my life where I was really looking to do something different. I still wanted to stay in fitness, but I've just taught 40 years of classes and 40 years of personal training, and I needed to work smarter, not harder. And I wanted to continue to grow an income without stressing my body. So I really liked the idea that I could grow a business outside of my zip code, connect with other fitness professionals from around the country, a mastermind with the best, share ideas and best practices, diversify my income. And it was just a really easy way to pivot in the industry. And it allowed me to take some of my gifts and talents and share them with more people and have an online presence, which I didn't have previously.
I love it. Let me just tell you the fun version. Here's the fun version of Libby signing up, just to keep this light, because it's just a fun webinar for other people to see what's possible. I was at an IDEA convention. Here's how I remember it. I was in the expo hall, and this woman started doing cartwheels down the expo hall. That's how I remember meeting Libby Burkhalter. And I was like, who is this woman with such great energy? And then we met, and I realized, wow, this is a woman, really great energy, who truly loves health and fitness. Now, let me tell you, when I invited Libby to this opportunity a decade ago, she had no knowledge of Beachbody, the company, no interest in online training, wasn't looking for nutritional products for her clients, and wasn't looking for something different. But when I asked her if she was open to what I asked you today, are you open to possibility? Are you open to a new plan? And are you open to a new path of earning? She said yes. And here we are a decade later. You'll hear more about Libby's success as we go. But sometimes an idea comes to you when you weren't even looking. Speaking of which, Rebecca, what prompted you to say yes to this opportunity?
Well, I had known about then Beachbody, now BODi. I'd worked with them a lot when I was at IDEA. But for me personally, in my career at that point, I was just stuck in live. I just had the mindset of only teaching in person, and I couldn't really see the potential of online until live in person was no longer a choice right when the pandemic hit. So I'm in California, clubs were shut down for a while. And as the gyms were starting to reopen again, the gym that I taught at sent out an invite. Here's a conference call. We're going to talk about the reopening plan. So I am up early Wednesday morning, excited to join this call. And I was let go after teaching there a decade in a 2-minute conference call that was a recording. It wasn't even a real live person, it was a recording. And at that moment, I decided that I was not going to let that call be the end of my fitness career. And I decided that I would start my own online fitness business. I didn't know how, but I knew I was going to figure it out. And there were some other things that I just knew that I wanted. I knew I didn't want to do it all on my own. I didn't want to be an island. And I knew I wanted a holistic solution for people that I worked with, right? Like I wanted to be able to offer more. I'm going to say just a workout, even though we know it's so much more than a workout, but I wanted to be able to offer them nutrition and take a much more holistic approach than I was ever able to do in the
In the
classes that
classroom.
I taught.
Yeah.
So I,
I think about that phone call, Rebecca, and I've heard this story many times. And I think about your excitement and getting a robocall, kind of like we get robocalls in Michigan all the time telling us that schools are closed because of snow, right? So to get a robocall saying, hey, we're reopening, but we're not bringing back our top instructors because we can't afford you. So thanks for your service. Right. So luckily, Rebecca had a connection, knew about the BODi opportunity, reached out, we got her started. She was up and running with a virtual business right away. There's some really great questions in the chat, and I'm going to address one of them right here because it's a great one to bring on before I get to my next question. To Dolly, who says, does this program work for someone who does not have any clients? Absolutely. Remember at the beginning of my webinar, there's been so much content already. I talked about this is for people currently in the industry who want to help current clients, past clients, or people outside their zip code. This is also for people who want to get started in the industry. If you genuinely love health and fitness and you're on this line and you want to do something with your passion and you want to be an online coach, we will show you and help you start from scratch, helping people in your world get started. So we're not expecting that everybody has a client base or a customer list, right? This really is a way for you to expand an existing career or to start a new career. And that's pretty important to know. So let's talk, Libby. We know who you are. We know why you started. Why don't you tell us a little bit about why did joining BODi make your life easier or better? What have you gotten out of it?
So I just love the resources and the platform that it provides for me as a personal trainer. Sure, I can sit down and write all these great workouts and stuff, and I've spent many years doing that, but now I don't have to do that. And I can actually help more people and make more income and not actually be present there all the time. So, for example, I can run an online group and then still personal train a few clients and make more than taking and filling up my whole day of clients back to back. So it gives me flexibility in my schedule. It lets me create and really the day, my dream day and schedule that I want. It helps me diversify my income so that I am not working harder. I'm just working a little bit smarter. I like the flexibility of the nutrition programs. Is huge. I mean, a lot of trainers don't touch nutrition. They're leaving money on the table because we have so many great resources and tools to help trainers and instructors actually coach and help people in areas maybe they didn't have an expertise. I know in the intro, Trina, you mentioned about some of the programs. Maybe a studio offers, it's a yoga studio or Pilates studio, but they don't offer HIIT training or cycling or strength training, some other avenues of fitness that could be great for their clients. For my training clients, they come to me a couple days a week, and then what are they going to do outside of that? Well, that simple solution of saying, I want you to follow this program on these days. And it might be a yoga workout instead of they're doing strength training with me. So it complements what I am training them on, and then it gives them an easy solution, something that's a great workout to follow. Plus, I can keep tabs on them with their nutrition. So, and that's huge. So our resources are endless. The meal plans and recipes and slick materials that we have, actual materials that we can give them, just makes my whole job so much easier. And I get great results with my clients. In fact, right before this call, it was really interesting. I just got a text from a lady that is in one of my online groups right now. And she was saying, thank you so much. I am finally getting results. She'd been doing Pilates and walking, and she joined my program and started doing strength training and following her nutrition. And she's fitting into her new jeans and excited. And things like that really make your day. And so it's just great feedback, and your clients will love you for it for sure.
So for Libby, I love that she started with what has this done for her? And I know that a lot of you listening, you'd be new at this. So you just thinking about Libby could fill her day with clients. She could fill her day with live Pilates clients, training clients. But instead, she's picking and choosing. I want to do a couple clients in the morning. I want to do some online coaching, and I'm going to take the afternoon off. The idea of just being able to design your day, design what it looks like, and not always be really just connected to your calendar and always have appointment after appointment, right? So the convenience of being able to train online. The addition of nutrition is something that we can't get into in depth in this webinar, but it's really something to think about. Are you leaving money on the table? We're not talking about giving somebody a low-end fad diet. We're talking about providing somebody with a high-end nutritional program for life, one that they can stick with. They learn how to create colorful and balanced meals. They learn how to plate their meals. They learn how to eat more colorful, gut-healthy foods. This is not any kind of fad eating. This is lifestyle eating. And as Libby said, she's been leaving money on the table. I'm going to, yes, and thank you. Those are all developed by registered dietitians. This is, BODi is $1 billion company. They're not slinging food plans, from home. They're creating these workouts in a studio. They're creating these nutrition plans with a team of experts. So Rebecca, why don't you tell us what you've gotten out of this, and then I'll address some of the questions in the chat.
For me, I knew I wanted to go online, so it was an easy way to get started with a simple plan, steps that I could follow. And I didn't have to figure out all the tech things of how do I set up a website and those things that I think would have completely overwhelmed me and kept me stuck in analysis paralysis and never actually taking action. And then, the thing that's most important to me is that I have more time with my kids and the ability to control my schedule. So on Thursday afternoon, I can go teach an art lesson in my son's third grade class, or take trips during the summer where I'm gone for a week at a time to go visit friends and family when it suits my schedule, right? So I think it's allowed me to spend my time where I want to spend it, even though I'm still earning. I just don't have to be physically teaching the class.
So I think it's important to point out that we all love teaching classes, right? So whether you are on listening and you currently teach classes and you're the best instructor at your club, or you used to teach classes or you want to someday, all of us believe in live fitness. So in your head should not be the decision, do I want to do all live or all online? I want you to think about, no matter what you're currently doing, is there a gap in your business where you're not serving people? So if you're not serving people when they're not physically in your class, I think you have a gap in your business. So to the question about, from Nicola, about I love teaching live classes. I feel like I've been giving them kind of a free pass if I let them do BODi workouts. I want to tell you that I own 2 gyms. My classes are packed. I wouldn't still be doing BODi 15 years later if I felt like I was giving people permission to go do something else and not work out with me. People come to live workouts because they like the experience and the energy of a live workout. This is not competition with that. This could be for the person who's coming to your workouts 3 days a week, but they could use something to do on the weekend. This could be for the person who used to come to your classes, but she moved or her job changed. I want you to look at, you're not in competition with yourself, you're adding tools to your toolbox. I believe that people who love fitness. No one goes to a restaurant and then doesn't also cook at home. People do both. It's the same here. You will have more ability to give people extra workouts to do on their off days or when they're traveling or people who are no longer working with you. Look at it as adding a tool to your toolbox and not diluting your current offer. All right. Yeah. So I wanted to address that. And then let's move on to, what I heard from these ladies basically is that virtual coaching has freed up some time. It's allowed them to earn money in fitness when they're traveling, when they're other places, when they're with their kids, when they're with their grandkids. It allows you to earn money when you're not in a session or class. And that's something I really want you to think about. So let's share a real life example. Okay. We happen to be in September right now, whether you're listening to this live or the recording, it's still relevant. Libby, right now in the month of September, just tell us about a group you're running right now that's virtual.
Okay, great. So I have a group called Skip Timber, and the reason we named it that is that I'm helping people skip their excuses and build healthy habits and increase their strength and nutrition so that they are feeling their best and getting optimal results with their health and fitness routine. And so I designed this group, and it's running on a private Facebook group page. And I've done them in our BODi app too. And it just depends. I change it around. I like to rotate that around. Sometimes I do a text thread, but this is a private Facebook group. It's like an inspirational hub and accountability space for them to find support on their wellness journey. We have 28 women in there right now. And one lady just messaged me today, the one I mentioned earlier, but another one messaged me. She's lost 7 pounds so far since she started with me, is feeling good. And I love that she did that in a healthy way, and that she didn't do it in an overnight quick diet fix, but that she's really learning to take care of herself, and not just learn how to eat right and exercise, but a positive mindset to go along with that, because we focus on that. I love our new mindset platform that we're able to have resources that we can use to help people with that. More positivity gets better results. So we're able to provide training, focus, positive mindset, good nutrition help. And I think people really love the support more than anything. Probably the number one thing people say, I just need accountability. They're not able to do it on their own. So in a group atmosphere, they feel supported, cheered on, and they're able to hang in there and really get results so that they will take it on as a healthy lifestyle for good.
So Libby, let's dig into this a little bit. I have a couple quick questions. So skip your excuses. 28 people. They all bought some BODi program or product. So without overthinking this or making this complicated, all of these people in your group have workouts, nutritional programs, Shakeology. They have something, maybe Recover or Energize. They have there's some kind of BODi customer. They're in your group, 28 people. These are in addition to your live clients and your Pilates clients and your one-on-ones, 28 people. They are doing a strength training program, a nutritional plan. They're doing some mindset work, and you're coaching them on Facebook. Libby, are you able to help 28 people in less time than you would be training 28 people?
Oh, for sure. It's so easy. It's like ridiculous. It's so easy. So, I mean, I can set up my group. I can pre-schedule my post that it's going to help. I can go live in there. I can show them a recipe. I can do it while I'm traveling to visit my grandbaby. It's just so easy to incorporate that into your training schedule. And I make more money than taking on 28 clients and being exhausted from, 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. I don't want to do that anymore. So this is one of the main reasons why I love this, is because it allows me to have a broader reach, help more people in a shorter amount of time, and get paid for that.
I love it. Thank you for that. Rebecca, I'll also address that question. Thank you for answering the chat. And Josh, thanks for keeping that chat going for us. Rebecca, why don't you tell us, what group are you running right now in September? These groups can be small. These groups can be big. The idea is we get to design whatever we do in this business. You own it. So what does your group look like, Rebecca?
Well, I am running a September sweat squad this month. So I've got 8 people in an accountability group, small group coaching. They're each doing their own workout of their choice, picking one of the one of the programs from BODi, right? I'll help them select what is going to meet their goals, their needs, how much time do they have to work out, what are they already doing. So they're checking in daily on a workout from BODi, a shake, and a walk. Just 3 small, quick habits that are going to improve their health and really help them get into a healthy routine now that fall started. So I've got some moms whose kids are going back to school, so they're looking for that healthy routine. I've got the people some friends that used to take my classes, and some traveling professionals in there as well. So it's really a mix of people. But if you think about it, it's kind of the same type of person who would come take my class.
Yeah, we work with a mix of people from all different areas of our life. You mentioned to me yesterday that one of the women in your group right now is actually your aunt, and she's gotten some great results. Can you share your aunt's results here? I just thought it was fun.
Yeah, I think really 2 results. One being just the mindset shift of, no, I don't have to just accept this is what happens to your body as you get older, right? And she's been able to lose 10 pounds just incorporating, she's a registered nurse. She works really long hours. So just being able to incorporate some walking, drinking a superfood shake, and getting in some consistent workouts.
I love it. There's a couple questions that are coming in the chat that maybe not everybody can see. I think they're coming just the host and panelists. So if it looks like I'm making up something that's not there, it's getting sent directly to us. So let me address the question of, what's required? What kind of purchase is required? The $15.95 is the required business fee. What does that cover? That's BODi taking all of your customers' payments, shipping out all the products, giving us the app to sell from. It's handling all payments, all returns, all customer service for $15.95. You get to have an entire business and a whole host of people working on your behalf, right? So that's one thing. Should you use the programs and products? You're not required to, but do I think it would be helpful for you to have access to the same programs and products that you'd be using with other people? Absolutely. And you get to decide what products you want, what nutritional programs you want to look at, what workouts, if you like Shakeology, how that works for you. We do encourage you to test out the programs and products. It would be comparable to you saying, should I use a TRX if I'm going to train with a TRX? Should I use a kettlebell myself if I'm going to train people with it? Should I use a Pilates reformer myself if I'm going to train clients on it? So in general, in the industry, we would always suggest that you are savvy, knowledgeable, you have used the tool that you are coaching on, whether it's a BOSU, a TRX, a BODi workout, or a nutritional product, that you're using what you're sharing, and you get to decide what that looks like. Somebody asked earlier in the chat about just kind of the brand of BODi and the brand of Beachbody and kind of what that means to us and maybe what that might mean to people in your world. I would say that BODi is an industry leader. They've been around since 1997. They started with workouts like P90X, Insanity, Hip Hop Abs, 21 Day Fix. They have now gone on in the past few years to really be a more well-rounded wellness company. They rebranded a year ago to be BODi, to kind of ditch the baggage of the name Beachbody, ditch the baggage of having a beach body or a six-pack abs. BODi has really expanded to have more nutritional products, nutritional plans, meditations, mindset work. So it's a very cutting edge wellness company, and it has rebranded, and it is one of the global leaders. So I would say to you that you'd want to be proud of your affiliation, that you wouldn't want to. I think one of the questions was, can I take their videos and upload them to YouTube and use them myself? No, there would definitely be copyright issues with that. But the bigger issues, we want you to be proud of this affiliation, just like I was proud when I brought in Life Fitness equipment, just like I was proud when we brought in RIP trainers. I want to be proud of the affiliation that I'm bringing into my business, and I'd want you to actually use it to your benefit, that you're aligned with a company that's nearly $1 billion wellness leader that delivers incredible results to people. So we'd want to help you get to know the company, get to know the programs and products, be proud of your affiliation. You are your own brand. People want to work with you. BODi are the tools that you might choose to use in your business to help people, but you're not a billboard for anybody else. You are your own brand. I think that's important to share. In our final time together, Libby, could you give us some, give us a feel for what have your results been? I think some people are interested in wanting to know more. They want to hop on a call with me, but they'd like to know, like, what have you gotten out of this? Has it worked for you? What have your results been?
Okay, great. I'm sorry, I had a tickle in my throat. So the results for me have been, you may have to come back to me.
Do you want me to go to Rebecca?
Yeah, do
You're
that.
Fit Pro. I know you have water right there. I know you do. Look at us. We always, there we go. Okay, Rebecca, let's talk to you quickly about what have your results been. You are a newer person on this BODi team. You do it very part-time with kids. While every time I talk to Rebecca, she's still doing something in the industry. She's filming live videos for people. She's teaching classes. This is a sliver of her life, but an important part of her life. And what has this done for you?
It's been able to add some supplemental income for me. So I make about $500 to $1,000 a month, depending on how much I'm working. So this summer I took a lot of trips. So that's going to be closer to somewhere around the $500 mark, where now September, my kids are back in school. I am ramping up and, turning up the dial because I have more time. So, I think for me, beyond the financial, it's given me that sense of purpose that I used to have in other areas of my career in fitness, but I just didn't want to be away from home so much, right? I didn't want to be gone all day at work and then all Tuesday night and just not see my kids that day because I spent the day at the office and then taught my classes. But I can still, so I'm at home, I'm with my kids, but I still have that sense of purpose that I'm still helping people and that I'm living my purpose.
Rebecca, one thing that you mentioned when we spoke was that you liked being able to mastermind with other people in the industry, that you think that being on your own in California can be hard to grow your own business, but you've met literally hundreds of women on this team, men and women across the country. You've been at retreats with us, you've been on Zooms with us. What has the masterminding aspect been like for you?
I think for me, I knew I didn't want to be on an island doing this by myself. And being a director at IDEA, I saw very successful people in the industry. And something they all had in common was they were surrounding themselves with quality people, right? People that had the same interests that they could mastermind with, right? And so for me, I knew if I wanted to be successful in my own online business, I needed to find that community, and that's what I've found here. We're all fitness professionals running our own online businesses, but then we're also able to talk about other things. We're just in fitness.
Got it. All right. There's a really great question of somebody who hopped on a few minutes late. I'm so glad you're here and we'll bring you up to speed quickly. We're talking about online coaching and we're talking about a company that has rebranded, really expanded and become very popular in the fitness industry with fellow fit pros. It's been a great way for us to expand our reach and our revenue online with a company called BODi. So we use BODi workout programs from yoga, meditation, Pilates, mind and body, flexibility, mobility to cardio, strength, cycle. They have a wide array of not just one-off workouts. We're talking workout programs start to finish with certified trainers, exercise physiologists. They're well done modifications, progressions. These are top quality workouts you're not finding on YouTube. You coach them through those workouts on their own time. You're offering accountability and support. And for those of you who want to offer things of your own, of course, you can also offer your own classes, as Rebecca did when she started. She started by getting people on BODi workout programs, but on Saturdays, she'd give her clients her Zoom line. They'd get on and she'd lead her own workout. So the sky's the limit of how the recipe you create. There's no strict rules about what programs you offer, how you package them. You bring your own creativity, your own coaching, your own classes to the table, and you can supplement with what you need from BODi. And I hope that's a good way to look at it. Libya, are you good? Can you share with us what this has done for you?
Yes, sorry about that. Yes, so I mean, like Rebecca said, the mastermind part is huge. I mean, I think a lot of fitness professionals are not really great at business. And so having a mentor in business to actually help you increase your income is fabulous. And just having that companionship, I've had some of my best friends I've met through this business. So that has been such a great perk for life and for business. But the income has been huge for me, and that it's given me so many more choices. Like I said, flexibility in my schedule. I don't have to teach as many people or train as many people. I kind of get to pick and select what I want to do in different pockets of time in my day. I would say a 3,000 to 4,000 monthly income allows me to do that in a lot of ways. And it gives me freedom to do things for myself, whether I want to get a massage or I want to take a vacation. I purchased my own Pilates reformer so I could have some great equipment for my clients. I love to buy equipment. So that was always a good plus for me. But it really has given me, I would say, a well-rounded plus in my life as far as masterminding. I can continue doing what I love. Probably the best thing, it's given me longevity in the fitness industry because I've had a lot of injuries myself. I've been able to work this business flat on my back, not be present physically. And I still can draw an income. When we had COVID shut down, I could work this business. So it always gave me an income stream when sometimes other areas do not. So it's been a really great career opportunity for me and a bonus in life.
I love it. So whether you joined on today knowing a lot about this or nothing about this, I hope you got an idea that there's a great possibility for you. You don't have to know everything about it to say yes. It's not a huge ask. It's not a huge risk. It is $99 for you to start to test out the programs and products yourself. I was on with my friend Mary this morning and I said to her, she'd never used these programs or products before. I said, Mary, how are you liking the programs and products? And she's like, oh my gosh, I've checked out so many of the workouts. I love Megan Davies. She's such a great trainer. I love the low impact workouts for everybody. So she's been kind of diving in herself to these programs and really enjoying it. Also getting ideas for her own clients and classes as a perk. I asked her how she liked the nutrition. She said, I was already a smoothie person. I'm pretty skeptical about shakes. I said, the whole world is, Mary, the whole world is. I said, what do you like about Shakeology? Having tried it yourself now for a couple weeks. She said, I like it simple and clean. There's no added junk to it. It tastes really good. I'm full and not bloated when I'm done. I see this being a really great breakfast for my clients or some people in my life. So you'd get your own experience with the BODi workouts, the BODi nutritional plans, and the BODi Shakeology and see what you like and what fits you. We would help you create a business that fits your skills, that fits your interests, and it fits your potential client base. So I hope that you're interested in joining us. Josh has dropped that link in the chat if he wants to drop it one more time for the people who got on later. I'd love to talk to you one-on-one. There's no question you can't ask. I can handle any question, objection, or concern. I really love seeing my peers in the fitness industry join me in doing this. It's just a great way to reach more people and earn more revenue without always being in a studio, in a class with a client. It's added all kinds of great things to my life. I started this when my kids were toddlers, and now they're off to college. Having this extra income opened a lot of opportunities for them in this world with travel, with having a more present mom, able to be at some of their games, not always in the studio. All right. I've loved it. It's taken me through different injuries and phases of life. I've always been able to earn an income no matter what I'm doing physically and no matter where I am. I hope you're interested in joining us. I'm so happy you're here today. An income disclaimer. Libby shared thousands of dollars a month. Rebecca shared 500 or 1,000 a month. I shared some income at the beginning. Want you to know, of course, there's no guarantee in income in any part of this industry. You earn what you work for. It's your own skill and diligence. This is their personal experience. And I believe that you can be successful with us as well. Thanks for being here today.
Great. Thanks, Trina, Libby, and Rebecca for a wonderful and informative and educational webinar today. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Again, we will get that replay link out yet this afternoon or first thing tomorrow morning, so look for that. And included in that will also be the link to the one-on-one strategy call with Trina. And so everything should be there for you. All right. Thanks again, everyone.
There we go. I'm dropping my email in the chat. If somebody wants to just email me directly. Josh also sent you the form. If somebody wants to reach out to me on email, you can. I'll make sure that the person who invited you also follows up with you. I'm so glad. Thank you to PFP for this beautiful opportunity for helping our peers in the industry stay relevant in the industry and grow in an area that can sometimes be overlooked. So thank you, PFP, for your vision and having us on.
Yes, anytime. Thank you.